Hi everyone, this is Martha. I am a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist, and it has been almost more than a week. It has been more than a week since I have uh, recorded a video, and the reason being that I have been busy doing sex toy reviews, and they require some degree of testing and reviewing other sex toy reviews, doing some research and memorization, which I'm actually not very good at. So it's been a while since I made a YouTube video. Also, I have been moving more content to my Patreon page, so please support me there. The last week, what happened was I had actually a few live interviews, and some of them are actually being edited as we speak. One was with Carol. It was on her Facebook Live. It's called Rise. And then there's Offbeat Perspective. And then there's Woman in Sex Tech virtual conference that I was also part of. In fact, there are actually three other people that I'm supposed to do Zoom interview, co-interview kind of arrangement with. So I've been very busy actually. So in today's video, I want to talk about six different things in which I think we really could use this time to kind of address and get done. So this is the best time. This is the best time for obvious reasons to start looking into our finances. Perhaps you have many accounts, you want to consolidate. Perhaps you are reflecting how you haven't been optimizing your savings into investments, and perhaps you are over invested in some things and you're very worried because of all these fluctuations in the markets. And perhaps you're looking at your lack of savings. So I know right now when we are in lockdown and we're stuck at home, you feel you can't really do anything with the situation, but this is a good time to start looking at it. Looking at it doesn't mean you have to do anything. You look at it, get clear about where you're at so that you can plan towards the future. Myself included, I have also been looking at my finances during this time, because if a crisis like that were to happen, and crises do happen at any time, that's why they call it a crisis. For instance, if touch wood, touch wood, touch wood, you're out of commission, you broke a leg or something, you can't go to work, where is your savings? Where are your investments? Where are you placed financially? So the first thing, the best thing to do right now is to really be honest with yourself, be brave, and look into your finances. This is one area that definitely needs to be better addressed, I think, for all of us. The second thing is, even though we may be stuck at home, you can still do something with regards to your health. And some of you may know I have been exercising every day since August. In August last year, I did a 30-day dance challenge only for people with vaginas. And what we did was I encouraged everybody to post one dance video every day. And since August last year, I would say that I have been dancing one dance every day since August last year, more or less. Okay. And first it was the big group, the month-long campaign. Then we had another campaign. Then we had another campaign. And then we decided to have a smaller group as well. And then I left that group. I joined a new one because it's just a lot to support so many people. So now I just keep it small. But for me, dance, movement, especially free form movement, not choreographed dance, free form movement really helps me to lift my energy. So is it about self-care, just do what I need, or is it about self-love, or is it about joy? To me, dance means a lot. Besides doing one dance every day, recently I started to use this app called Down Dog, which is yoga. And actually, Down Dog has a few. Down Dog is just the yoga one, and they have a few others. They have HIIT also. And today I got an email from Down Dog. They said that they are extending their promotion for those people who have never downloaded any of their apps. They are allowing free access until the 1st of June. So for the whole month of May, you can actually download this app and use it if you haven't used it before. And I actually did a review about Down Dog on my YouTube channel, so please check it out. I don't like yoga, but I because I can't go to the gym, I have been doing it and it really helps me a lot. What I did was, because I haven't been doing yoga for a long time, I started off by doing chair yoga. So even on the days that I'm very, very tired, even those days like I was having my period, I didn't want to move much. I was so lethargic, so tired. I just made myself do 10 minutes of chair yoga, the most gentle way, just move my body a little bit, and it really, really helps with my mood. So the second thing is to get right with our bodies with exercise. The third thing is we get bored, we get tired, we get lethargic. So what are you doing during this time to learn something? This is the best time to learn because there's so many free courses, this, that, free. And I myself have been taking Coursera free also. There's one called Thrive in Trying Times, and actually it's just one module. And I am also doing the art and science of relationships, being a relationship counselor. And it's just little nuggets here and there that you just pick up along the way to fine tune your skills to support people. I did a belief clearing training, a law of attraction training, and I'm doing some training also on trauma. I'm doing some training on trauma, not trauma, on pronunciation. So I do a little bit of everything, and I actually created this Excel file that helps me to keep track all the different little things that are important to me that I want to do every day. And this video about this accountability too is also on my YouTube channel. So that's the third thing, to take this time to learn. The fourth thing is what about your relationships? I think during this time, I've talked about it a few times. We ask ourselves, like, who am I? What is really important? And it is the people. The people in our lives are important. And of course, we have our immediate family, and then we have our friends. During this time, this is the best time to reach out a hand, to catch up with people, to ask them how they are, to say, hey, let's schedule a chat, let's do a video call. And I've been doing that on WhatsApp video. I have been doing community events that are free. I did laughter yoga with complete strangers, and I did silent disco. I did free from dance. So there are ways that you can support people, but let's just talk about the people who you really care about and reach out to them, because you don't want to have any regrets. You don't want to have grudges, and you don't want to leave things unsaid. So this is a good time to show people that you care with the time that you have. And it's these little touch points that fosters relationship. It takes a while to build a relationship, and the friends that you had at school are probably the people that have seen you and have put up with you and seen you through good and bad. And these are the friends that actually, if you come to realize, are so precious. So get in touch with friends, people, relationships. That's the fourth one. The fifth one is things. Things. I think during this time we realize we are heavy. I don't know about you. I feel heavy. I have hundreds of books, okay, in my office and at home, because I love books. I love studying. And when I was studying in US, this was like what, 12, 13 years ago, I actually bought so many secondhand books. And each time I came back, I kept bringing all these books back because so many of these books are not available in Singapore. But these were actually books that I needed for my studies and related to my work. And they are very, very specific: human sexuality theory and sex therapy books. So I have like hundreds of books anyway. It was like I have a whole wardrobe of books, not even clothes. Like I just have one this tiny wardrobe, but most of my bedroom is just books. It's amazing. So this is a good time for me to go through the things that I have in my life that is like heavy, because if I ever want to travel or relocate, like I have all this stuff that I actually have never really even touched for more than 10 years. So it is really a good time to declutter. And when I say declutter, physical things, not just books, clothes, but also all these digital electronic files that we have on our computer. And we don't even know where these files are. I create a folder for this and this and this and this, and then it's all like very, very similar names, and it's all the same duplicate, like they're duplicates. So electronic files also weigh down on you energetically. So this is a time I have been decluttering a lot of things. This is a good time to do this because we have time, and in order not to overwhelm yourself, it is good to maybe do like a to-do list, and then you keep track of the different things that you want to do a little bit of every day, so that there's enough variety, and there's this all these little things to get yourself going, so that you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, that's the fifth thing. And then the sixth thing is to rest, to rest and to play. I think we can be very hard on ourselves in spite of all the things that I just suggested above. Looking into your finances, looking into your health, looking into your learning, looking into your relationships, looking at the stuff that you have. The sixth thing is actually to rest. So how do you actually manage to rest when there are so many things now, and things are coming at you even though you're at home? Work is still coming at you, the kids and the spouse is in your face, and all these things. It would be great if we can block out times. It's great if we can say, okay, my kids are up, this is playtime, I will do my work time after my kids go to bed. And while my kids are up, perhaps to conserve my energy, I will schedule at least a half hour, 1 hour nap. When my child is asleep as well, I will also catch some wings, so that I have some energy left for when the child goes to sleep, or to wake up earlier, before the child wakes up. So sleep early, wake up early. That might be a good thing to experiment with. And during this time, I have been feeling overwhelmed, because even though everything is online and I'm not seeing any clients face to face, I have been doing a lot of research and planning, and making videos and creating freebies. And so it was actually quite overwhelming for me, because I'm actually busier than ever. So what I started to do was I would schedule off days. Like for instance, today is Monday. Yes, Monday is supposed to be my off day, my official off day. And because I know I have this whole day to myself, I could schedule the things that I really, really needed to do. I just did not six, three sex toy reviews that these videos need to be edited. So I really had to get them done by hook or by crook today. So I couldn't really postpone it further. That's why I did it today. But usually I really got this day, and I don't let it affect me, like I don't do any work whatsoever. But what actually happened was, because I know I had to do it today, so I made sure that I gave myself an off day yesterday. It is difficult sometimes when you're working all the time and you love your work, to stop yourself from working. I really need a mental break, and I need to sometimes sit on my own hands to make sure that I don't work, and I keep myself busy. So I do some things that is workish, but not really really work. Things that like for instance, answering email is still work, but not really full on work. It's not really like furthering work as opposed to maintenance work. So on my off days, I really really sit on myself, sit on my hands, and don't let myself do real work. So I have to block out those days, because if for me, I find that it's not enough to have pockets of rest here, 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 here. Mentally, my brain is still going like on my tiptoes, like waiting for the next phone call, the next email to come in on those days. So it is really important for me to schedule and block block out the whole day, because it just starts to feel really luxurious when my body starts to unwind, or my mind starts to unwind. it's like an onion. It has many, many layers. So I find that I work best when I group my activities together. For instance, all my sex toy reviews, all my planning and filming of course development, um, um my learning day, schedule it. But I like variety, you know. I don't like to do the same old, so I like to mix it up, and that's why I put a little bit of everything. And you can see this in my accountability tool that I've shared in my YouTube channel. So these are the 6 things that I think is the best time to look into. The first one being your finances, then your health, your learning, your relationships with people, the things that you have in your life that is actually maybe you don't realize is actually affecting you energetically and physically. It's just like so many things around you. And the 6th one being rest. What kind of a rest are you giving yourself? Do you need to learn how to rest? Do you need to learn how to be more effective with the time that you have that you can rest? So for instance, like mindfulness meditation really helps you to like let go of steam really quickly, effectively. Sometimes if you have to do, then how about doing less? So days that you find that you cannot like no not do anything, not give yourself permission to be lazy because you cannot, maybe try to cut down so that it's less. So it's like letting out some of the steam from the pressure cooker. We really need to take care of ourselves, because during these times of uncertainty, we don't realize this. It may seem okay, but we don't know that mentally all these things are weighing on us, and actually it's already stress. And when you don't take care of yourself, that's why we call it self-care. If you don't take care of yourself and treat yourself in a sensitive way, in a gentle way, what happens is sometimes people can tip over, and then they say things or do things that they regret. Like, for instance, road rage, or like screaming or beating up law enforcement people going around just trying to tell you why you're not wearing your mask, and then they get beaten up. You don't want to have one problem lead to several other problems. And sometimes this happens because people are really already at tipping point. So how do you make sure that you are not at tipping point? You need to notice the energy that you are carrying and what you are feeling. And it's so important to say, it's enough already, it's enough, I really need a timeout. And you can ask for support from your family. You can tell them that I can't continue this, I'll get back to you, or I can't do this right now, I'll come back to you. Let's continue this conversation later on. And when you say later on, you're asking for a timeout. When you're saying later on, make sure it's later on. Otherwise, they are not going to trust your words. So it's so important to be a man or woman of integrity, a person of integrity. And it starts from you. When you model it, then people around you will start to realize, okay, I can back off, because if they say they're gonna come back to me, they're gonna come back to me. So asking for timeout is very, very important. Setting boundaries is important, and actually taking care of yourself and blocking it out for yourself is also very important. For instance, some of my friends and clients, they may not know that every Monday is my off day. It is not their problem, it's not their issue to remember. It is mine to just remind them. And over time, they are more likely to remember. But then I have additional off days. How are they possibly going to know that? They don't know that. So this is when I say, I'm sorry, but today is my no people day, and I can't talk to you right now. Can I call you on Wednesday? Something like that. So I have been doing that, and it really helps me to say, no, not now, not right now, later. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel that I can take care of myself. And it's so important to say good things about yourself, to love yourself, to hug yourself, to celebrate yourself, to say, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I spoke up for myself. Yeah, I gave myself an off day. And yes, I feel better. So, isn't it better to say all these positive things to yourself during this time than negative thoughts like, I don't know what, I don't even want to go there. we say negative things to ourselves all the time because we are parenting ourselves the way our parents parented us. They were harsh on us, and then when we grow up, their voices are in us, and then we continue to be so harsh on ourselves. And guess what? Maybe it spurred you to action when you were young, but as you get older and all these things started to pile up, this becomes overwhelming. And so the tough parenting style that most people have, and I myself had, I had to reverse it. I realized actually being harsh on myself, being rough with myself, being abusive with myself, being parenting myself in such a rough way actually wasn't working. I really needed to be so gentle with myself. And after becoming more comfortable being gentle with myself, I realized I wanted to do more than being gentle. I wanted to be positive. I wanted to celebrate myself. I wanted to feed myself with good things. And so this is why I celebrate myself all the time, all the time. Because if I don't celebrate myself and I work for myself, then who is going to celebrate me? If I wait and wait and wait, then I am going to be disappointed. So take care of yourself out there. Take care of yourself. I hope this video gave you some food for thought, and I love to hear your comments. So I'm posting some resources below as well because I've created freebies and I have created videos. So thank you for watching and right to the end. And please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Address the different things in your life that you feel needs addressing, so that you feel empowered. You feel that you are the master of your destiny and your future. You are the master or mistress of your universe. So this is Martha of Eros Coaching. Thanks for watching this video, and remember, I have a YouTube channel and also a Patreon page, so you can always support me there. Thank you. Bye.